Well, morning everyone. So it's Wednesday today. Tomorrow we have a press conference and we're on the Marina. We're way ahead of schedule. The Marina actually doesn't open until the 22nd, till Saturday the 22nd. And when we say that, it's really just a case of that's when all the boats will be in position, all the stuff will be up, our pavilion up there will be mobile. But I just thought I'd give you a quick update on a few other things, just talk about the boats that you haven't maybe seen before. This is Damien from Solarem. He used to be PRB, but it's Solarem now. It's a Rustler 36. And Damien Guillou is a hot prospect to win this race. That's all he's here for. He wants to win it. He's quite an accomplished sailor. He's heavily involved with the Vendée Globe. And Violet, who's a young lady who did the last Vendée, he was working on her boat as a preparateur for a long time, and helping her transition into Emokas and so on. So extremely well prepared boat, fully sponsored, all the rest of it. So he's going to be hot prospect. But anyway, while Jane's wandering off in space, so you can see, you just look at the boat and it's great. He basically did the 2022 GGR but had to retire in Cape Town. It was a disaster brought about by a few different things, but it's also one of those things that happen. The GGR is a race of attrition. Before, there's only about 5 boats here, GGR boats on this side of the Marina. But before we go, this is Explorer. Explorer's got a connection with the GGR in that we don't have a big outdoor screen, we don't have a big race village, anything like that. So Explorer will be positioned up in there. It's the stage. So every public event that we have, it's going to be people on the boat. We've got a sound system and stuff. So you can actually be up on the balcony here, up the top looking down, or you can be on the Marina and so on. So Explorer is a beautiful Swan 57 built in 1973. 1975, I think it is. Designed specifically to win the Whitbread race, a fully crewed race. Now the Ocean Globe race is another one of our 3 round the world races. So it all goes back to the Whitbread being the first fully crewed race around the world, and sailed in classic yachts. So we entered this boat in the 2023 Ocean Globe race. Sailed a crew around, and we're doing the same thing in 27. So the OGR will start in September of 2027, and we'll be announcing the start port. It'll be it'll be out of Portugal, but anyway, more about that later if you're following the Ocean Globe race. So beautiful boat, and it's good to have it here. We had a great sail from the UK, so that's our fully crewed boat. If I'm lucky, I'll get to sail this boat around Cape Horn in 23, but that's another story for later. 2027. Anyway, we're going to do a quick walk down the dock here. You can see Lewis's boat over here, Louis's boat. Louis is the kid, we call him the kid that hates admin. He's really a fun guy. He'll be 21 at the start, or he's 21, which is the youngest we've ever had. And he may be the youngest solo circumnavigator out of France if he gets around fully non-stop. He's got a very interesting story. You'll get to know him in the next few weeks, but he's sailing a Biscay 36 green. And we're joking because if you're an Australian and you're a French, and someone says you're a French sailor with a green boat, you say, oh, that's a froggy boat. That's a nice term to explain what happens. Anyway, he's looking pretty good. He sailed the boat 16,000 miles since he's owned it, and he's pretty well prepared. So he has another solar engineering company that's sponsoring him, and this boat was sailed in actually all 3 GGRs so far. First time in 2018, Antoine was the skipper, and he sort of retired into Lanzarote. Had issues. Wasn't quite ready, but he did start again in Chichester class, but he then retired to Rio de Janeiro. Beautiful boat, very solid, very simple, ketch rig, so it looks pretty slick. And as I say, Louis now got to know it a lot. He had been finishing his university degree all last year, and he's finally finished that, but he's fully qualified, ready to go, looking good, running a bit behind as kids do, with the paperwork, but he'll get there. So that's Louis' beautiful Biscay 36. Oh, here he is. Morning. Tough night last night. Sorry to wake you up so early. So, you ready to go? All right, I won't do a big one now. We'll just wave. Yeah. Yep, okay, go back to bed. What's the time? 9 o'clock. He's 9 to 5. Here's Louis. Anyway, he's got some great family connections with Mirabel and Dominic Dubois, who very well-known sailor here. Good crew, so that's going to be fun to watch. And he'll be on the live as well. He'll be doing the window live, which is exciting because we've actually in a situation now where Tri-Peak, we've got all the gear here. We've got 2 Tri-Peak technicians. They're actually installing stuff on boats already. We've got another big briefing for all the people in that. We've currently got 6 entrants on the live, but there's another couple that are thinking about joining. They have to make a decision in the next 48 hours whether they're in or out. We've got the hardware here, but it does cost them. You know, when we're talking about it's a €300,000 investment to make this thing happen, it's partially supported by Tri-Peak, and the entrants themselves have to contribute quite a bit. Like a non-sponsored entry, it's about €8,000 to buy into the system. Then they've got to pay for their Starlink time, which will be about six grand. You've got to pay a couple of grand for some extra cameras and stuff. So it's not just us as the organiser. It's actually Jock under there, Jean. It's actually the entrance as well. So this is Henry sailing for the Army. We're just doing a morning live, Henry. have you had your breakfast? Good to see you, mate. Henry's a big guy. You know, you can probably see he's quite tall. In fact, stand beside Henry, Jean.
No, I don't want.
Go on.
No.
Okay. Anyway, he's a top sailor. So got a beautiful Cape George 36, sister ship to Kirsten's winning boat last year. And I just noticed on your posts, you're actually declaring that you're sailing with Army and all that sort of stuff. That's sort of.
No, not really. So I'm still employed.
Got one more.
I'm still employed by the Army, but they support adventurous and sort of sporting activities. So I'm not sort of financially supported by the Army, but I remain a member of the Army. Yeah, sort of. Yeah. But yeah, no, their support's been fantastic. But no, I'm not doing it sort of like it's a me thing with the Army in support. So
yeah,
it's great.
Exactly. Yeah. We caught up a couple of weeks ago in the UK and we had a good look at the boat. Really impressed. You feeling comfortable now you're here, was it a shock to finally arrive?
No, I'm feeling good. You go and see other boats, you sort of notice little things, and you go, oh, right, that's an interesting idea. But now I'm feeling good with all the sailing systems. It's the storage.
Yeah.
It's getting everything sorted inside. It's a bit of a challenge. There's so much stuff.
Yeah, and it's the first time it comes together now.
Yeah, and then it's like how on earth you start shedding spares that you thought you'd take, and you're like, well, I don't have space for all of this. So. Yeah. But no, it's all going well.
You're obviously happy with the boat, and you've got your own YouTube channel, which has got some epic, pre sort of sailing films there. Just give that a plug, because I'd recommend you go and see it, and you'll learn a lot about this guy.
Well, the YouTube channel's called Intrepid Hippo, but to be honest, I started it because I like filming when I'm on board. I think it's a good thing to do, especially if you're on your own. Because it's something to do and someone to talk to. It's just the camera, and then friends and family aren't going to watch raw footage, so you have to put it together, and then you got to put it somewhere where they can see it. So I put it on YouTube, and some of the videos done all right, but I'm not. I haven't done anything for a couple of years now, but hopefully when I get back, I'll have some YouTube stuff to put up.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I highly recommend it. It's great. I enjoyed watching it all. In fact, really good. And the history of your boat, what year was it, and all that sort of stuff, and how much work you've done?
She's actually quite a modern Cape George, so she's a 1990 build, and she's been owned by various people on the Pacific Northwest and the east coast of the States. I bought her in Massachusetts and sailed her over, and she's a very smart cruising boat. So I didn't really need the smart, but the fact she'd been well looked after meant she was structurally sound. And then I basically ripped everything out of her. Not the nice bits, but all of the systems have come out because you have to do it yourself, and it's all American stuff, and they do things a bit differently with electrical bonding and stuff. So all of the new plumbing, through hulls, completely new electrics, and all of the systems. The systems are quite unique. And your rules on fancy colours and everything all had to be done. And so the Go Faster chevron.
She looks great.
That chevron's worth half a knot right there.
Oh, right.
That's what I've been told.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I mean it's been hard up. One of the main things has actually been one of the main things has been leading the lines back to the cockpit.
Yeah.
Like, it seems like quite a minor job, but I mean, it's just a nightmare because there's so much load. Everything has to be fair to the deck, and it just takes forever.
But that's an interesting point, because I couldn't say, well, I'm not going to do the GGR, but all my boats back to the cockpit for the lines changes the game.
It does, but I mean, it's not a given. It's not. Yeah. It's a bit risk balance. Like, there's much more friction. There's much more to go wrong. Yeah. Like, there is something to be said for reefing at the mast. But all things considered, I just thought it'd be better not to be up front so often.
Okay.
And I can reef in 2 minutes.
Yeah, cool. This is only a brief one, because we'll do an in-depth one when we get everything happening. We're going to do the big boat tour. We'll do the boat gallery shots, so you get to see all about his boat. This is very impressive. So, are you starting to feel excited? And is it, like, obviously you join the race and you have a perspective on what it's like? Is it delivering what you expected at the moment?
Yeah, I mean, I think there'll be a time for excitement, and that'll be when I'm happy with the boat being in the right place. Yeah. People ask about the excitement, but to be honest, like, it's a lot of pressure. Like, every single one of the skippers is a winner by being here. It's so difficult to get to the start line. Yeah. I think once I get to the start line, I'll be super excited. Right now, I'm worried about this bit of electrics or that bit of plumbing.
Okay, well, that's great. Good luck, eh? We'll be chatting. Sounds cool. All right.
IB tracking guys coming down to check.
Oh yeah. Yep. All good. Yeah, we've got Rachel here from YB. It's kind of funny. First time we met her, we've been dealing with Rachel since 2017 with YB, setting up the courses and doing all that sort of stuff, and also involved when there's crisis situations and so on. But we finally got to meet her. She's here checking all the systems and all that sort of stuff. So here we got Andrea, another Rustler 36. So this has been a big story for him. He wanted to do the race for a long time, and he's been physically, emotionally and psychologically prepared for this. G'day, mate. We're live, just doing a morning walk around. Hello. So it's not a big interview.
Yeah.
So are you excited?
Of course I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excited and busy.
Yeah, what are you up to now?
Just getting ready for the AIS check.
Yeah.
So all is working.
Yep. Yeah, I forgot we got AIS check and GPS handheld.
Yes, both together. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So you're happy with the boat?
Happy with the boat so far. Yeah, we're just doing the last bits and pieces. I'm quite happy. I feel that we've worked very hard in the last couple of years. So yeah.
Yeah, no, it looks good. Okay, we won't do the big one now, but we'll obviously have a big chat. Is your expectation of the GGR so far delivering what you expected, or is it more of a shock and more work than you expected?
A great learning experience, therefore a lot of work, and I don't want to say more or less, but a great learning experience. I think the reason why I'm doing this is mostly because I can do it in a safer way, and I learned a lot. It's a learning curve, a bit steep at the time, but yeah, it's great. So it was great.
Cool. Okay. Slide your Dodger back on your hatch. I haven't seen it work. I know you took a while to build it, but it looks pretty slick.
Pretty simple. 2 rails.
Yeah.
Slide back.
That's pretty cool.
And then here, in case of bad weather, you can just take this down, and it will give me a bit of protection.
Yeah, that looks pretty good, eh? And you still got the standard companionway and stormboards and stuff. Yeah.
Standard companionway,
Yeah. Yeah, with a drop curtain as well.
Absolutely.
That looks slick. Yep, I think you're in the game with that one. All right, we'll chat more later, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Thanks, mate. Yep, see ya. So yeah, well prepared boat. He spent a lot of time on this one, a lot of money as well, because he's pretty busy. He was a corporate guy and stuff, so he's had various organisations working on the boat, but it looks pretty good. So sailing for Italy. And then down here we got one more Gunner. I think you might have met Gunner last time because he was on the other side. So anyway, while we're wandering down, check this out. Check this out. See if you can zoom in on this. I'll get that in the sun. Can you see that? This is the new official coin. Hang on, I'll get it. Oh, can you get that? I can't see. Yeah, this is the new official coin for the GGR. We have a coin for every edition of the race. We had Sue Haley on the first one. We had Joshua on the 2022 edition, and we're highlighting the efforts and the human story of Donald Crowhurst and all the dramas and emotions that they went through. So it's all about Donald Crowhurst, and on the other side we've got his boat, Trimaran, celebrating that. So it's a limited edition coin. All the entrants get them, and a few other spots as well, but more about that later. But I think that might be the second time we've only talked about that, what's going on. So we got all the boats on the other side. There's Daniel's boat there. He's looking good. We've got Guido's boat and Salim's boat next door, the orange ones. We've got, the rest of the fleet's there. There's only one boat that we're missing at the moment, which is Colm, and I really don't know whether he's going to continue or not, but he's sailing across the Atlantic. He's had to sail through Panama from the west coast of America, and it's been a slow trip across the Atlantic. Everyone's talking about, that was doing their qualifiers, the challenges associated with that. So here's the Mighty Pumpkin, and I don't know whether he's on board, but again, quite a story. He bought this boat he bought it sight unseen over in the Caribbean. Arrived off the plane, 5 days later he's on his way across the Atlantic to sail it back to England. He's American, living in the UK. He's got sponsors now to support the whole thing, and he's transformed the boat substantially. He's got his egg, call it what you like, looks like a diving bell or something there on the companionway. 2 doors. He's got the normal companionway down the bottom there. So it's quite substantial. He's got the Remora water generator. He did have an auxiliary rudder steering system that was on the boat previously, but it wasn't a Hydrovane. He was worried about the weight and something engineering-wise going, so he's now fitted 2 Hydrovanes on the back. A few entrants have done that. Quite substantial engineering. Power is obviously a consideration, so they've all have to have a minimum amount of solar panels and a flying solar panel as well, like it's not installed, so it can be stored down below in big seas and things like that. So anyway, the Mighty Pumpkin's there. This was just a short update. I think I've told you what's going on. There's the press conference tomorrow afternoon at 5 o'clock local time here in Les Sables-d'Olonne. All the entrants will be there. They'll say their bid, and the mayor of Les Sables-d'Olonne will be down towards the end around 6 o'clock in the afternoon. So make sure you tune into that. It'll be simultaneous live on YouTube and Facebook. And we will see you all very soon. So it's about to go. Bit of fun. See you later.